Alrighty, welcome to the first proper training video. So in this one, I'm going to just share my screen for all of these. I've got my little notes up that will correspond to the text you're seeing on this page. So that'll be our normal way of doing these. So let me switch to screen share and we'll knock out these quick setup steps. So these are the three basic things you need to do before you can start properly using Bento. So this corresponds to Bento's speed run loosely. So if you haven't checked that out, that's like the official documentation page that walks through what we're going to do here in more detail. So definitely check that out if useful. First step is adding yourself as an author. So from within Bento, let me go into my little test account. Over on the left, we have emails and then authors. This is where you'll want to set yourself up. And in my case, anyone who's a workspace user got an author already made for them. So I just went through and like archived all the ones that I wouldn't ever actually use. So you just want to do the same thing. And then of course, if you are going to send from a different address than one of these authors, you can archive them all and just add only your actual desired sending address. And once you do that, you will follow the DNS setup guide on Bento within the main docs. And it has all the steps. So it just didn't really feel worth like rehashing here because he'll be keeping these up to date. Most of us are using Cloudflare. So if that's you, when you're in here, click to the Cloudflare one. If you're on GoDaddy without Cloudflare, Namecheap without Cloudflare, check those out. But a lot of the time, like so for me, for example, I buy my domains with Namecheap, but I point those domains to Cloudflare. So in my case, I might say, wait, I use Cloudflare and Namecheap. No, I don't. I use Cloudflare because in this case, we only care about the one who's responsible for managing your DNS records. And as always, if you're stuck, just ask Jesse for help. He's really responsive in Discord. So once you've got your DNS set up, final step is connecting your website or app or whatever. So also in the speedrun guide, you can find checklists for whatever the type of thing is that you are setting up. So if you're on that first page, you can kind of choose the context. So if you have a WordPress site, this will guide you through installing the Bento plugin. If you are doing this as a dev or with no code tools, use these, etc., etc., etc. But basically getting the core connection set up is really useful because it'll allow Bento to automatically track visitors doing stuff on your website, which is really useful. So you can know when somebody visits a certain page. And in the case of WordPress, if you're using something like WooCommerce, you could track events from that. Shopify is included, but I don't think, oh yeah, no, we've got Shopify here. So get that core setup done so that you have the event tracking set up, and then we can move on to the juicy stuff. See you there.